Well, here we are, back again, and this time it actually made it fairly well. The fairings, and I do have a double set of them, helped out a ton. But one of the sets is probably going to be completely useless, but and it's probably good that I did add it, because without it, I may have flipped over again, because I was still getting a fan or a pull to one side. So we're gonna set this up and start just slowly falling towards the horizon. And as we hit the horizon, you'll see that our apoapsis is about 80,000. And we're already about 50k up, so we have a bit to travel. So I'm going to aim a bit below and just start regular, hold 4 times time warp forward until we hit about 69. And we're now out, and I'm going to make sure that everything's set and head into a 5 times warp until we hit about 80k. I'm gonna start ever so slow burn, recorrecting us back in line, and just slowly pushing out the apoapsis to about 90 while I cruise out to it. This is also kind of just to burn off extra fuel. And as I start to get here, I'm going to start to accelerate a bit more and go full throttle, rotate sideways, and decouple everything, and now you see. And we're about here, and I'm going to actually continue accelerating, because we are now at the prime point to keep on accelerating through our apoapsis, and all that we need to do is use 500 meters per second to get ourselves into a basically stable orbit. Now, I'm just pushing, and it's gonna work out to become basically stable in some form. My periapsis will probably be about where I am, and my apoapsis will probably be a bit further out. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. And we're gonna hit. Good. Set. No. So we're at 90 for apoapsis, and if you can see, apoapsis is about there. Which is kind of funny, because I believe that I'm burning towards periapsis, so why is my periapsis being so low? Yeah, I'm burning towards periapsis. I'll start burning up a bit, and maybe down, bring everything towards me. All that it takes is a small light burn, so that's perfectly fine. I don't mind either way. I want to make sure that at least I'm out of the atmosphere. So let's just push this up. Either way, I'm not sure why my apoapsis is moving out, because my periapsis is getting closer to me. This is kind of weird. So I'm falling back into the atmosphere, but my apoapsis is still increasing. Which, I mean, I guess should be happening because of the fact that I'm accelerating at periapsis, but I would assume... Well, that's fine. I'm just gonna go into 4 times warp. We'll just burn through again. And it's not really gonna matter much. I should be well high enough this won't matter. I'll just make sure that I'm as close to center as I can. Yeah, we'll flash straight through it. We'll make it out of the atmosphere fairly quick. And we're already rising back up. And this is kind of the most awkward orbit that I've had happen. It really is. My periapsis should have shot straight to me once my apoapsis started rising again. But it never really did. So that's weird. And I was burning along prograde the whole time, so it should have came towards me. Though I was technically pushing it away, I was pushing my apoapsis away, not my periapsis. Started to burn at apo, so I was starting to technically face retro. But that's fine. We'll deal. We'll just get out here to our 375. Burn a bit and get everything else set up. So let's just flip ourselves around the globe of awesome. The nav ball. Call it the globe of awesome because it gives me the directions that I need to head to in order to get into orbit. So it's awesome like that. So we'll just slowly start burning it. And I'll aim a bit below periapsis, so it actually comes towards me this time. Or apoapsis, that comes towards me this time. Yay! Now I want to start keeping it about balanced. I'm going to start picking up some speed. And let's bring it in a bit closer. As we bring it in closer, we're actually approaching the end of the burn. I'm actually kind of glad that I used most of the stage that I have here for my ridiculous exiting burn. I'm not used to using far yet, so, and that's not really an excuse, but it's true. I'm not used to using far. This stage is basically going to be helpful to get to minmus. The goal being some science from there. So minmus is there, which means I should make my next move about here. Am I ascending, descending, and see how far off we are? I'm able to get a moon encounter with that. Was it a minmus encounter? I don't know. I'll have to set it as a target anyways. So, I'll see you guys after I have this node set up actually. So set up the burn. It's about a 770 meter per second burn. So that means that we'll be biting into the next stage, which is perfectly fine because this is really the stage that was meant to be moving out there anyways and then returning. So we're basically all set. So I'll see you guys in our orbit around minmus. Hello ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and you'll see that I'm actually going to start observing my materials. And we're just going to keep the data there, And you'll see that I actually only have a set of 4 materials bays with me. Now there's a reason for this. I haven't tested a materials bay in where I've landed above minmus or above Kerbal. So why not do all of them? So now we're just gonna warp into our periaps here. And I came into an equatorial orbit just to make it a bit easier for me. So we're gonna go like this, go back in, and let's see if this says that we're near, I believe. Nope, still says that we're high, so we're gonna go like that. And we're gonna rotate the craft to face prograde, and you'll actually get to see how this fires now. And we'll just go like this, and we'll bring apoapsis in until it becomes where our periapsis is, or was, and our periapsis hits about, let's say, 17? 15. We should be safe with a 15-kilometer pass. This will be a quick flyby. And then, since we're already faced retro at our apo, we will be facing prograde at our peri, hopefully. So that'll actually kind of be a good thing. We can just accelerate right out, and our 2 landing zones, and we should be coming right near minmus. So if this doesn't say near minmus, I don't want to pull any closer, really. So let's see, near minmus. Alright, so we're gonna keep that. So we have 2 science bays done now, and we're gonna see what we're gonna do in order to get home. So home is there, and if I burn at peri, I should start falling back towards Kerbal. That's, if I'm correct, I'm burning retrograde to the planet, so I should fall towards it. So if I go like this, increase peri, or my apoapse out. So here, what is that at 11? So let's keep an eye on that. I got all the science I need, so we're gonna just get this prepped to go home on a basically almost free return trajectory. And actually, shockingly, I didn't even need the RCS as homebound, or yeah, fuel to homebound the craft. I could have just used it to keep it here, left it here on the probe as a equatorial orbit marker, and then sent the science home with its own probe, but I don't think I would have had too much luck faring with that. So let's see, we want to get some form of a periapsis. Pull back a bit, just a bit more, and what do we have? 134. Let's re-click that so that'll stay. And get this, and just bring it in until it says about 20k, and that should return me home no issue. Alright, let's see. Do. I'm going to switch over to using the retrograde marker to push in. Ooh, almost. And actually, we'll just go with that. That'll work. That sends us straight into the planet, but we'll scream in well enough to do all of our stuff perfectly. So, we're going to get set up for this burn, and I will see you guys on our re-entry time to Kerbal. Decided to bring you guys back in for the burn. So we're just gonna go like so. And we're actually gonna watch the burn from the map screen. I know that the map screen's pretty boring, but it's helpful when you're trying to do something like this. So I'm just gonna full throttle out, and we're just gonna burn away and get to about there. We're gonna keep an eye now on that, and we're actually gonna go like this and delete the node. So I can just get that one and just slowly burn in the rest of the way to get this set up properly. So this is really what I wanted to show you guys, is why I like the map view, because you can actually do stuff like this. So let's get that 1,000 meters screaming over the surface. With Kerbin, I would probably hit something knowing my luck, but either way, I will see you guys upon re-entry to Kerbin. Alright, ladies and gents, we're back, and you'll see that we now have 3 of 4 science modules used, and are about to use the 4th one. If this one says that it's near, that'll be amazing, and it does. So we have everything that we need. And that means that this probe has done its mission, so we're just gonna let it go through. Once it comes in, we're gonna get everything set up. Turn off SAS. Decouple the bottom stage, so this starts falling away all on its own. And then we're actually going to do something a bit out of the ordinary. We're actually going to get this going. Go ahead, let it fall. Let it do its thing. And once we're actually to the point where it's almost ready to get prepared to deploy parachutes, we're going to let go both and bring this thing straight through and allow it to do its thing on correcting itself with the parachutes. Either way that it lands, the science module should be safe. They have 4 parachutes, and one is well enough to hold one of them by itself. And the probe should be light enough to last on the parachute. But I'm gonna let you guys watch and enjoy this wonderful effects show, because we're on the dark side of Kerbin. It's really all that's gonna be seen besides the battery lights, and I'm sorry about that. The chosen side was kind of set because I wanted to just get the mission done and back here, so then we can end off the episode and start doing some fun stuff like orbital space stations. I know how to speak. Dockable space stations that are in orbit. So here we're going to decouple and switch back to the science craft, because this is going to need us the most. And as you can see, I actually have it set up where everything will be protected from the bottom and the top, and this should be well enough able to survive. So we're just going to start speeding up, and it's lost all of its velocity, so that's good. And the parachutes are not deployed yet, but I'm feeling that they should be soon. I don't feel like having them rip off. So I'll see you guys at landing. And my voice just cracked. And here we are, touchdown, and no, stop so I can recover you. No, don't break anything. Please don't break anything. That's really all that I care about. You can roll all you want, just come to a stop. Just come to a stop, please. Please come to a stop. Come to a stop. Are you... No? I can't stop this. I have no probe attached, so... And I can't toggle SAS or anything, so... Yeah. We're just gonna watch this choose its own little path, and I think it is gonna settle. It's settled. It's finally settled, and we have autosave, and we can recover. Science is saved, and the mission is done for today, guys. I'm actually pretty glad. First live commentary episode, and we recovered 250 science there, and we're gonna see if the probe body itself survived. That had a parachute attached to it and a probe core, so it should have survived. And no, it did not. That is perfectly fine. But this is the Kaethorin probe that I launched up in a live stream that I decided would be basically perfect to have run scan some basic, as you can see, scattered scans around. I don't have it set up, or I don't have the power capabilities to cover full solar use constantly without radiating heat, so I generally don't focus on it too often. But what I do have discovered is actually a lot of these close to equatorial lines, like right here is on the equator, and then to the north and south of it is a bit of Kaethorin, and to the east is some. So everything should work there. But let's go unlock some more stuff from the science tree and wrap it up, right? Because I mean, that's about all that we need. We just need to do some science. Science, science, science. So the first thing we need to unlock is this. It'll give us our first shuttle engine of Rockomax Poodle and an Atlas low profile engine with a Rockomax X216 at fuel tank. Fuel capacitor, yeah, I guess you could call it one of those. Let's see. I think we're gonna go with the skipper next. But we could also go here and get a good air intake, some good aerodynamic surfaces, and because we have these wonderful, wonderful things, maybe we can actually start creating shuttles. That'd be pretty awesome. I'm pretty down for that idea. Here's more electric stuff, and ooh, some radiators, some extendable solar panels, some lights, and a larger battery. That would be pretty useful. But here's all the science stuff. I believe I picked up the thermometer. Yes, I did. So I guess we should do some aerodynamic stuff, because we need to start getting those thermometer scans. Because thermometer scans are only useful on atmospheric planets, really. So I think we're going to go with supersonic flight to have the high altitude flight and advanced aerodynamics opened up for the next stage as well. Because I am looking forward to getting one of those, and this is actually pretty helpful. I don't particularly like the thermo-turbo jets, but we'll end up using them at some point. And I never really use the ram air intakes. I always use these and some other intakes that I don't have yet, sadly. Oh, those intakes aren't available yet. Okay, well that's fine. Well, thank you guys for stopping by. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!